We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And the Wolverines headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the dynamic Donovan Olubade at over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out. Headed outside, it's Smith. Driven back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the catch on the right side. Running free. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big...
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down. that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Throwing, Underwood. Left side is Chambers. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's dropped after taking the hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Underwood. Right side, it's Briggs. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Now the toss. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the counter. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Makes the grab, runs through the tackle.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Phillips. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got room at the 35. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got him right there. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might as well run him again. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes...
Gonna take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled his way into the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Deep in the end zone, it's Jones. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Gives it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
What a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team. And they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
All right, Holly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the back. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Underwood. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Quarterback changing the play. To the air, it's Underwood. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Bring him down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And with that, he's got him set up with a first and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide right, it's James. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The kick is on its way. Searching for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Here's Underwood to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback got it himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll move the tight end. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Moves to his right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on. A
already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Iowa spends his second time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback keeps it. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so...
Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing, Underwood. Looking deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Finds his target. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the Arizona Wildcats.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, Coach Whittingham told me coming out of the locker room, they are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he avoids the sack.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood. Under pressure. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Left side is Marsh. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense starts deep in a hole. Motion from the wideout. Sells the run, looking to pass. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Give to the back. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Right side, it's Phillips. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Chambers. There he goes. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve.
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They boot it away on 4th down. Trying to take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Holly Rowe has an update.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Play action with Underwood. Buying time to his right. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Nearly intercepted.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high five from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Underwood on the play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Underwood. Rush right in his face. Across the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Left side, it's Chambers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run the counter, and they swarm him under.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way. And we looking pretty good.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Down he goes.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Offense with jumbo personnel. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw. It's Upshaw. Finds his big tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.